Hey friends, Allison here, dropping in to share with you a new December Daily 2022 layout. This layout is a little bit different. It is a tag that was turned into a page. It'll be double-sided, meaning there's stuff on the front and stuff on the back. I cut tabs with my Cricut as well as everything else basically to create this layout to act as reinforcements, we'll say, to punch holes through so that it will go into the album. I didn't want to punch holes through the tag and lose any real estate that way. So that is why I cut the tabs. You don't see me attach them to the tag, but it is there. This layout is also really interactive. I really like the idea of adding tags to the top of the giant tag and tied with twine to make them movable so you can swing the ornaments, which is what I created with the Cricut. There is the plaid one and then the brown one underneath it. I tied them with twine so that you could move them. Another option is you could also use brads if you have those in your stash to do that as well. It would work the same way. I don't have brads, so I use twine to attach them. Now the ornaments that I created, one is just a traditional cut file. I didn't do anything special to it. That's the black and white one on the top. The one underneath it, I designed myself in Cricut Design Space. I found just a plain ornament image, found paw prints, and added paw prints to that ornament using the draw function. Attached it all together so it would draw and cut all in one swoop. There is a larger paw print in the middle of that ornament with a tiny little heart in it as well. On top of these two little ornaments, I thought adding a tag would be super duper cute. So I'm adding a tag from pink cardstock. All the products that I used in my layout today will be linked in the description box down below, so you know where to find them if you want to add them to your stash. I used liquid glue to attach pretty well everything together in this layout. I just wanted added assurance that nothing would fall apart, and in some cases I used both ATG and liquid glue to attach everything together. I'm also adding a little holly to the title, which is on the facing ornament. I created that in Cricut Design Space as well. I just chose a banner from the Shapes panel in Cricut Design Space and then added the word Meowy Catmas. This layout is all about Miss Ava and her fixation and love for the Christmas tree and getting all decorated. So I added her photo to the bottom portion of the facing part of that tag as well. I converted it to black and white and then printed it at home with my Epson EcoTank printer. Now I'm working on the flip side of this layout. I found this cut file in Cricut Design Space and absolutely loved it. I wasn't entirely sure if I wanted to tell another story in December Daily on this side of the tag. I thought it would be easier just to add an image or something simple to the back side of it and leave it as it was. I decided not to add journaling to this layout as well because it really doesn't need it. The picture itself is self-explanatory. So this cut file cut multiple panels that layer together. And so I cut them from different cardstock so that you can see the depth and the shading basically when you put the entire cut file together. This is one of the images that I used ATG and liquid glue to attach it together. I had to do it a couple of times because I didn't get it lined up right the first time. And even the second time, I still didn't get it straight. So I trimmed off what was peeking out, and then that will be attached to the back side of the tag. I cut the tag twice. There's a couple of reasons for that. Most importantly, I thought having two tags sandwiched together would give it a little bit more stability and wouldn't be as easy to break in the future. or tear. So I sandwiched two tags together. They're the same on both sides, meaning the blue topper and then a white base. And then this is being layered over top of that. And then I will use ATG and liquid glue on the back side of this to attach it to the other part of the tag. So before I put these two tags together, this is where I put the tabs that I created in Cricut Design Space onto the left-hand side of the first tag. And then I added glue to the back side of the second tag and then put them together. So I'll be punching holes in those little tabs so that they can go inside my album. And this page is complete. I do add another bow to the top of this side of the page as well using liquid glue. It cut in two separate pieces as well. The very center of that tag is barely hanging on. There's not a lot of paper in between it, so I put it together very, very carefully and then added the second part of the bow as well. I am going to go back later on and add some clear shimmer brush to the bows as well, like I did to the holly that was added to the bottom side of the title. But that's it for me, friends. I hope my layout inspired you. I hope you enjoyed this video. If it did, please give me a thumbs up and a like. And if you'd like to see more Cricut projects and December Daily 2022 projects on this channel, consider hitting the subscribe button as well. I'll be back again soon with more creative inspiration. Bye, friends.